Welcome to this tutorial on how to complete the Residence Hall contract from the Department of Housing and Dining Services at Kansas State University. This tutorial will review the steps for living on campus, as well as providing helpful hints for completing your Residence Hall contract. To review, let's cover the steps to live on campus at K-State. For the academic year 2019-2020, the first step is to complete your Residence Hall application and submit your $30 non-refundable application fee. The applications are currently available online on our Housing and Dining Services website. Step number 2 is to complete the Residence Hall contract and submit a $400 initial payment. The Residence Hall contract will go live on November 1st, 2018 at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. After you've completed the contract, you can explore your options to see all the variety of options that are available on campus and to come up with your top 3 to top 5 list leading into Choose Your Experience in April and May of 2019, where you will actually choose your Residence Hall and room. In preparation for November 1st, we want you to be aware of a few things. Your contract will be available inside the resident portal on the Housing and Dining Services website. In order to access your resident portal, you will need your K-State EID and password. We recommend that you try logging into your resident portal prior to November 1st to make sure that you have your correct EID and password. If you're having trouble with your EID or password, we encourage you to contact the University IT Help Desk, ITAC, at their listed phone number, email address, or website. Unfortunately, Housing and Dining Services staff does not have access to change passwords. To make sure that you have the best possible experience when completing the contract on November 1st or at any point thereafter, we encourage you to use a laptop or desktop computer instead of a mobile device. On November 1st, the contract will go live inside the resident portal at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Due to high traffic, contract pages may load slowly, so we encourage you to be patient and to click each button only once. If you've completed the housing application, when you log in the resident portal, you will see something similar to the screen prior to 9 a.m. You will see your date of application and that the contract will be available at 9 a.m. Starting at 9 a.m., you can click refresh and you will be able to complete your Residence Hall contract. So now we're going to go through a step-by-step tutorial of the Residence Hall contract so that you'll be able to see the pages that will come up when you complete the contract. First, you'll want to navigate to the Housing and Dining Services website, which is housing.k-state.edu. From there, you'll scroll down, and on the right side of the page, there will be a purple button that says Resident Portal. You'll click on that, and next you'll log in with your EID and password. Once you sign in, and it's after 9 a.m. on November 1st, you will see the link to complete your residential contract. Click here to begin the process. Again, understand that when you're completing this contract, that you are signing up for a space in the on-campus housing system, but you are not actually picking a particular space or type of housing. Essentially, this is getting you in line or in the queue to eventually choose your room later on in the spring semester. So we can continue on to the contract. On November 1st, most likely the second page will skip over and you'll automatically go to the third page. The second page is just a review of your housing application information that you've already submitted. You can always go back and edit that information at any point. But on the third page, if you'd like to sign up for break housing, you can indicate that by checking any of those boxes. If you're interested in a residential CAP community or a living learning community, you can check yes, and you can list up to 2 preferences based on the major that you are a part of. Or if you're not interested, you can check no. You can always come back and you can edit this at any point later on in the process before room selection in April and May. If you're interested in one of our specialty options, the Smurth-White Leadership and Scholarship House or the Honors House, you can check these boxes or you can leave them unchecked, and then that way that will indicate interest and you'll receive more information about completing the supplemental application for one or both of those communities. The requirement for this page is to select a meal plan. We have two different meal plans, the All Access or any 14, so you can make your selection and then click Next. The fourth page will be for roommates and the Choose Your Experience profile. If you have the information for your roommates, you can complete that now, or you can come back at any point and edit your information, and it will not impact the original date and time that you submitted your contract. For the Choose Your Experience profile, you'll be able to fill out a little bit of information that will be displayed when you go to choose your room in the late spring semester. If you check this box at the bottom, that means that only your name will display for other students to see. Otherwise, these 5 items right here will display in our resident portal. Again, you can click on Next and you can come back at any point to edit this information. Page number 5 is the information disclosure. So at this point, it is automatically checked that you do not consent to release your information to anyone. But if you'd like to release information to parents, guardians, family members, or other people that you want to have access to your housing information, you'll want to put their names in there. Again, you can come back and edit this information at any point. So you can click Next, or you can fill this out if you're ready. Page number 6 is the terms and conditions, and this is a very important page for you to be aware of what you're signing, because you are signing a legal document, and understand that you are signing a residence hall contract for the academic year that begins at the end of August 2019 and goes through the middle of May 2020. Something else that's very important for you to read through and understand are the cancellation. If you cancel your contract prior to June 1st, 2019, then you will get a full refund of your $400 initial payment. However, if it is after June 1st, there is a $200 cancellation fee. Also be aware of the other conditions that apply for early termination. So make sure that you fully read through and understand this. And when you have fully read and understand and agree to those terms and conditions, check the box and then answer the question regarding the felony. At the end here, you'll click Agree, and the next page that will load is the payment information, where you'll be able to either pay online with a credit card, or you can click Pay Offline and you can pay by check or cash through the Housing and Dining Services office. So I'm going to click I agree, and I'll be able to review my information and then click Next. And because I've been set up as exempt for this tutorial, I've simply moved on and I have now completed my contract. But step number 8 will be for you to put in your credit card information if you'd like to pay online, or if you'd like to click the Pay Offline, then you'll need to submit cash or check to our Housing and Dining Services office. Please understand that your contract is not completed until we receive payment. You'll see this confirmation page, and you'll also be sent an email that will let you know that you have successfully completed your contract. If you go back to My Home, you'll also be able to see that your residence hall contract has been completed. You'll also see the opportunities where you can cancel your contract if you'd like to do so prior to June 1st for a full refund of your initial payment, or you can go back and edit your contract at any point. And again, that will not impact the original date and time that you submitted your contract. We encourage you to follow us on social media. We're on a wide variety of platforms at K-State HDS. So to review, here's a few reminders. The residence hall contract goes live at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time on Thursday, November 1st. Due to high traffic, the contract pages may load slowly, so we encourage you to be patient and to click each button only once. Your contract is not complete until a payment is made, and you can make payment online through a credit card or debit card, or you can pay offline and pay by cash or check at the Housing and Dining Services office. You may cancel your contract and receive a full refund of the $400 initial payment until June 1st, 2019. You can go back and edit your contract at any point and it will not change your original submitted date and time. So if you'd like to make changes to your roommates, your residential cat community, the specialty options, or anything else on the contract, you can do that in the future and it will not impact the original date and time that you submitted your contract. Also understand that by submitting a residence hall contract, it is not the final step in your housing selection process. During the contract process, you will not select a hall or room or list preferences when you complete the contract. The Choose Your Experience process will continue in April and May, and that is when you will actually be able to choose the hall or room that you will be living in for the 2019-2020 academic year. If you have questions, feel free to call or email us or check out information online for housing and dining services. We're here to help, and we look forward to having you on campus next year.